Peace. So, when I was younger, I was lost. I was lost. And because I was lost, I was a jerk, man. I was one of those kids. You're like, if that was my kid, I'd punch him. Or that kid is trouble. He's trouble. I just didn't know what was true, what was whatever. I followed the wrong people. I just did a lot of bad things. I was so hurt. I hated myself. I hated my life. Hated everything around me. I did not like anything around me. Anybody that did good, I was so jealous of them. And they may not have even had anything, but they had more than I did. And it made me a total jerk. A total jerk when I was younger. I was in middle school, I think. And then when I got into high school, same problem. Had the same problem. I just was such a jerk to people. I ended up in a class where this teacher, I'm going to say his name, Ronald Van Driesen. I was in a class and a detention class. Let me correct that. A detention class, and I was being a jerk. And he finally told me, he said, "Young man, get out of here. Go straight to the principal's office. I'm done with you." But he stopped at the door, put his hand across the door, and he said, "I don't know who you're portraying, but I know you're better. I see a much better person in you. I see a much better person in you." And I'm looking at him like, how dare you say that to me? And I walked out, and I didn't go to the principal's. I went straight out the door. I started walking home. I think it was about 10 miles. I'm crying. I'm cussing him. How dare this guy say this to me? He doesn't know who I am. He sowed a seed in me of me thinking that I was better than what I am. I wrote a book on it. I know I'm better than him. Even then, that seed, as I grew, there was things that I did. I was like, I did make mistakes. I'm like, but when I did something dumb, I know I'm better than this. It was in my mind the whole time, and it grew. Today, I think about gratitude. How grateful I am for that person to come into my life. How grateful I'm for other people to come in my life. How grateful for who I was at that time. Because I caught that. And now it's all these little gratitude things. I wake up in the morning, I go to bed, I'm grateful to have such a beautiful wife. The experience of these two wonderful dogs that I have. One's very young, one's old. This one right here. Sorry. But gratitude is everything. Everything we do is gratitude. When I started writing down how grateful I was with things, and I stopped doing it because I talk about my gratitude all the time in my videos, but I'm always running through those myself, reflecting on my day and in my morning and my day before and what I look forward to today. I want you to do this. If you can't find what you want in life, just start writing down every day, every morning. Just get a pencil, paper, or get a notebook, start writing down 10 things you're grateful for. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you might only find one. Sometimes you may not find anything. But the idea is to get your mind focused on the things you're grateful for in life. Start moving towards those things. And as you do it every day, you're going to find your life changing so profoundly. It's going to be so great for you and great for the world around you, because as you create those things and if you start looking at those things, as that changes, your world changes. Everything changes. The health, wealth, and happiness you want will change when you're grateful for who you are and where you are at this moment. I'm telling you, life is so much different. Do we still have crap going on? Absolutely. But it doesn't affect us as much as it did before. So show gratitude. Think about those things in your life that you've already been able to accomplish and where you're at right now. And as they build. It's an amazing part of life. I'm hoping you watch this. I hope you can share this video. I think it's a great video for me. There's so many things I wouldn't have done. My books, my new children's book that I have out, it's tagged in my somewhere. It's on a principle that I've learned in life. Those are the things I want to be able to continue to do. I would have never done those if I've never changed what was going on in here. Change in here. It changes here, and it changes everything around you. I'm out of here. Peace. Love you.